Hi everyone, I'm Tam, and we're back with another motivational talk. Bullies exist everywhere. Doesn't matter your educational status. You could be like a high school, oops, sorry about that, a high school graduate or a PhD. You will still encounter bullies. You could be like a poor kid or a rich kid. You will still encounter bullies. You could be like a, a, uh, a um, a nerd or a video gamer, you still or I guess a sports jockey person like someone who plays football, you will still encounter bullies. Bullies exist in every like niche, nook and cranny in this world. You can't really escape them. I mean, even if you are the nicest person, like the most kind of like sociable and the kind of like the most charismatic person in the entire universe, like, you will encounter somebody who is trying to bully you. And when I mean bully, I mean like somebody who's trying to use you as an excuse to work out their own problems, because that's what it is. If, if they could work out their own problems, why would they need to bully or harass you? Clearly clearly they are in a position where they can't do that, or whatever it is. Perhaps they're from a poor family and they have only one set of clothes to wear to school, and then they see you who's like all nice and prepped up, like you have a bunch of like nice clothes every week to wear, or you are just in a worse or in a similar or worse circumstance to them. For example, you only have one clothes to wear as well. So it doesn't matter if you're like better off or I guess worse off than they are. They have identified you to be somebody who they can use as a punching bag to work out their own problems. That's just simply what it is. Um, they can't solve their own issue, so now they're using you as a way to kind of work out their own issue. I mean, it's what it comes down to, really. So it doesn't matter your background, you will probably encounter somebody along those lines, like one of these days. They're like out there somewhere, like just like out there. So anyway, so what you do, like you can definitely try to like fight back, which if it comes down to that, then you definitely should. However, there's a few things you can do before it gets that far, and I'll tell you exactly why. That's not a really good idea right off the bat. Because if 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 you like strike for strikes if you retaliate right off the bat, people may perceive you to be the first person who strike. So you may you may go to jail, whatever, depending on the circumstance, the perception of the situation. So you definitely want to like cover your ground first before you actually proceed to that far, go that far with this person. The first thing you can do if you're kind of up for it is you kind of just point out the situation to this person, like, hey, dude, what are you doing, man? Like, why are you like kind of harassing or doing this? Like, kind of confront the person, like, what is this behavior you're doing to me right now? Like, what is this nonsense? So you can have a conversation. Hopefully, the bully kind of like wakes up, like oh, sorry, I had no idea that I would kind of do that to you. I was just kind of so inside myself. So that's one possibility. The other possibility is that the bully may continue to like I guess beat you down and harder. Like, what do you say me to do? Like, so he try to like try to like I guess be even harder to you. That's probably what will likely happen. So that's why I say if you're up if you're up for this, how's it you can handle the situation, like you're pretty comfortable with whatever happens, then yes, you should try this. Otherwise, just don't, because most bullies are already inside a negative headspace. So it's similar to like poking a bear, even though it's not really your fault that they are kind of mentally there. It's kind of like it's kind of it may backfire and kind of hurt you harder. So if you're up for it, then yes. If you're not, then what you should do is you just talk to somebody, like talk to like a peer, like hey, this guy's kind of like harassing me, like look at the situation, like am I the person who's wrong here, and so on. And your peer and your peer says no, and then you two kind of like I guess and then you kind of ask them for help, like, hey, can you help me with the situation? So now the bully has to explain himself or herself to two different people. So it's more like a kind of you're essentially using like social peer pressure to kind of change this person's behavior or I guess their mindset. And if your peer group doesn't do it for you, so people who are I guess or your classmates whatever, then you just raise the the level of authority. So you go to like your teacher, like a higher up, similar to being inside a customer service job for McDonald's. Like for example, for example, you're the cashier and I guess a homeless person or someone who's kind of like has a hard day comes in and then then they start to like I guess use you as an excuse to like work out their own issue. So you try to be nice to them. You try to like help them out. Similar to being able to like take it on yourself initially, kind of nicely. If it doesn't work, they didn't call it. They didn't talk to your coworkers. Your the other cashiers and ask them, hey, this guy's giving me a hard time. Like, can you help me help me out with the situation? And then your fellow coworkers like, okay, dude, like this you causing a problem, whatever, This is not we can't have this. And if your coworker, you're the same kind of peer level, cannot handle this, then you raise it to the manager level. Okay, so let me bring my manager to handle the situation because you clearly giving us a very hard time, So similarly, you can call your teacher, your principal, whatever, and you kind of raise the situation to the kind of level, and hopefully your manager, your principal, your teacher can handle the situation. Um, hopefully they can resolve it kind of peacefully, or so on. If if they can't resolve it, or if they are the problem themselves, because sometimes your CEO or I guess your teacher or somebody who's already a superior, like your chief of staff for research, whatever, harasses you, kind of messes you, because they perceive that they have kind of power over the situation, whatever. Then that's definitely a more difficult situation. Trying to confront them, probably won't do anything because they already perceive themselves to be in a superior kind of power position. So that probably won't work. You can definitely try to like go one step beyond them. For example, in a teacher student situation, you can definitely call the principal on them. That probably may not work either because they probably have a close connection with the principal. So you may not be able to win over the higher up. That's what I'm trying to say. For example, you're inside a company, or like you're a entry level data analyst, and then you have a manager who oversees you, who is kind of like being a kind of asshole to you, and you try to talk to him about it. This is not appropriate behavior, and he continues to do it, so he doesn't change his way of thinking about the situation. Yeah, you can definitely talk to the CEO, so the manager of his manager, and you may not win you may not win that fight because the manager the CEO is probably has a closer relationship to the manager than to you. So and it may work out for you depending on I guess whoever is supervising that person, but you probably won't be able to do it. So uh, what you can do instead is call the authorities like the legal authorities, for example. You call the police. You exercise a jurisdictional level that's beyond whatever this is. For example, if this is a company, you just call the kind of police, and they kind of come in and kind of just sort out the situation. So you call a third party, to kind of handle the situation because your CEO probably won't cooperate with you. Your manager is still kind of like harassing you. So you call this third party to kind of police kind of situation. And if it goes that far and this person still is like not really cooperate with you, Then by all means, like take it to the ground. Like it's just now you have permission to fight this person. As far as I'm concerned, you have done everything within your power from the eyes of anybody else in this world that nobody in this world would ever like be against you for proceeding to a physical altercation. So you want to make sure that you checked all your kind of ducks in a row so that nobody can kind of argue against you if you do make a choice to confront this person like physically face to face because even if this goes to I guess court whatever like this person I guess sues you whatever nobody's gonna argue against you like you've done everything you have documented the entire process like you talk to everybody like, nobody's gonna like go against you for this like, and if they do, they look like assholes. So they're like, you know. So anyway, so the average person is not going to like the average person has you know good intentions, has a good it's a good heart. Otherwise, we would be in an even worse kind of society. So you know, like, if somebody is kind of harassing and bullying you, just kind of raise it, we raise awareness with the appropriate kind of authorities and levels. And if honestly like, it comes that far then yeah, you really should take this person into the ground and kind of like give him a taste of your own medicine like you know like because your life is just as valuable as you know the next person's life. You should not have to be in a position where you kind of like where you kind of like cope with this because coping isn't healthy. Coping is building up something inside yourself that probably will come out later on in ways you can't understand and comprehend yet, and kind of just detract from your spirits. Your life is just as worth. Your life is just as worthwhile as this other kind of garbage. So just make sure that this person is aware of that.